answering.
All right, we're going to answer some questions.
What's this thing all about again?
Immediately. Well, the man says immediately. Well, we were on vacation last week. We all went our separate ways and did our separate things and had a lot of fun. And things happen when you're on vacation, so we all wrote down like one little highlight and pulled them out of the proverbial hat and then tried to guess whose little secret was written on the paper. And one of the highlights, I think, was Danny's.
Punching a light post?
Yeah, Danny ended up in Texas on his vacation. Austin, Texas. And he struck out trying to pick up chicks.
Struck out trying to pick up every chick in the bar.
Every chick in the bar until closing time. Went out and punched a light pole, and his hand is still all swollen from it.
It looks like a big blueberry muffin.
It's all puffy. You got big puffy hand because you were silly.
I think I ordered your hand at Starbucks today. That thing is huge.
I wish I could have taken a picture of it when it actually happened because it was so much worse.
Oh, I bet.
I think you broke a knuckle or something.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, it really.
The middle one is still pretty swollen.
It really hurts.
We're so stupid as human beings to hit things that we know don't give. Light poles, brick walls, but you hit them.
In college, I used to punch brick walls all the time.
You get mad.
All the time.
Bam, you hit a brick wall.
You wake up one day and realize, that really hurts. I'm not doing that anymore. It doesn't move.
Also, Travis, of course. Travis and his lovely new bride went to Disney and got a bunch of pictures taken with a bunch of the characters. And we've seen them all, and they're hilarious.
Yeah.
My favorite is the one with them. Travis and Lisa have their hands together.
Yes.
And Tinkerbell.
Yeah, you take the picture, and then they tell you to come to a certain area and pick up the picture. So when they took the picture, they must have told them to put their hands out, but put them together and look down into your hands. And they did that. When they picked the picture up, what is in there but a cartoon Tinkerbell?
They had Tinkerbell in their
Tink.
That's adorable.
That's adorable.
I love.
And they wore the little veil, the Minnie Mouse veil ears, and the top hat Mickey ears as bride and groom.
Somebody should have, instead of Tinkerbell, put an IED in their hands and blown both of their arms off. Now, that would have been a Disney photo.
That's not romantic or fun. It's the happiest place on earth,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
don't mess with the happiest place on earth, Jimmy. Let's get some more answers. So the next one is someone on vacation called their mother a sociopath, and she walked out of the restaurant.
Now, a lot of people have been speculating on this one. A lot of people have been speculating.
What are they saying? What are people saying?
Saying it was me. Mm-hmm. But everyone knows I didn't do that. I would never say anything bad about my mommy.
It's creepy that you call your mother mommy.
I love my mommy.
Do you realize how old you are?
Yes.
You're supposed to start calling your mom mommy at, I don't know. I'll give you till like 13.
13?
Yeah, I'll give it 13. That's the cutoff. You're well into your whatever you are. We don't even know anymore. You're like a vampire.
I get
You shouldn't be calling your mother mommy anymore. It's creepy.
When I get her cards for her birthday, I get her cards that are meant for a mother from her 5-year-old son. And I write mommy backwards. And I give it to my mommy, and she laughs.
Do you sign it with a crayon?
You want to make your mommy laugh.
No, I don't.
And my brother and sister, I go to the ebony section.
I've done that before.
I go to the ebony section.
I got my mother one time accidentally a stepmother card.
Jesus.
I didn't see it. And she was going through menopause at the time. She was just an enchantress. And I gave it to her, and she's crying. And I'm like, what?
Wow, this is great.
Accident. I was a teenage idiot. I just didn't see it.
Stepmother.
Stepmother. All right, I know.
Funny gag, though.
I got the mother part.
The foreign,
Here you go, step.
the foreign language cards are the best.
Yeah, those are good, too.
I call my mom birth giver. That's what I call her.
All right, so who called their mom a sociopath? Step up to
We
the
don't
mic.
have the rest of the crew in here. Do we need anybody else?
Who is it?
Because it's radio. They don't know. Out there in Radio Land,
Yeah,
they just think everyone's in
here.
the studio and someone's going to walk up to the
gathered
mic.
around.
And then we act surprised when we see that it's Than. He's the only one in the room, so of course it has to be Than.
Than.
What happened, Than?
Well,
me and my lovely girlfriend were visiting my mom in Nantucket, which is a beautiful locale.
Ooh, I heard a rhyme about that place once. Forgot how it went.
I know. Is it and can you? And if it were, would you?
Yes, and yes. And we went out to dinner. And it's important to note that I was ordering like I wasn't going to have to pay.
Oh.
Because Mother usually picks up the bill.
Mother is sicker than Mommy.
It is, by the way, and he does call his mom Mother.
Because Mommy's
You call
funny.
your mom Mommy.
Mommy's funny. It makes her laugh when I call her Mommy. Mother is Norman Bates all over. Mother, blood.
Yeah, Mother is
Norman.
creepier.
She's a whore, Norman. Oh, Mother, what have you done? Oh, what am I doing? That old Tony Perkins. Yeah. Oh.
By the way, corporate.
There's a virus sitting up at the window looking down at
By the way, corporate very happy today because we're using a lot of sounds.
him. Wow, look at us go.
They want sounds on this show. There's your effing sounds.
So, Than, you were in Nantucket, which is that's a wealthy. Is your mom, is Mother a bit well-to-do? Say, not necessarily, but if she's comfortable.
Yes, divorcing my dad is a lucrative business.
Oh. Wow.
So what did you order at dinner knowing that Mother was going to pay?
Mothers should be paying.
Well,
Surf and turf is very good up there.
yes, and also Mother enjoys her wine. So there was a couple bottles of that being purchased. And then also before dinner, for some reason, my girlfriend dared me to do a shot.
Why?
Just because she was feeling silly.
So you do a shot, maybe you loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, and then a couple, I guess half a bottle of wine later for me.
Is it normally a tense situation with Mother?
Yes, it's very tense.
Okay.
Why? What's the problem with Mother?
Well,
And how long has it been tense?
15 years maybe.
Oh,
Why?
wow.
Because you like Daddy better?
Well,
Or should I say Father?
Not to fine a point on it, I hold her chiefly responsible for the separation of my parents.
Nice.
okay.
You're one of those kids.
All right.
I love it. It explains so much.
All right, so Dan
okay.
thinks that is your dad still alive?
Yes.
Okay, so you probably a little closer to your dad than your mom.
Yes, much.
Okay.
Is Dad happy now?
Yes.
Okay.
And why, this might be a silly question, why is there still any relationship with Mother?
Just, she's got the Nantucket house.
Okay. I thought it was just to be like one of those guys. You don't want to be that family that just has somebody that doesn't talk to somebody. I don't know. That seems like an odd little thing.
That's a goal I'm working towards.
Are you? Okay.
Yeah.
Why do you blame her more than your father?
Because there was a lot of verbal attacks
Okay.
against father.
Oh, okay. Was she trying to maybe, how old, well, I could do some math, but was she like saying things to you to try to turn you around? Because I know parents getting divorced or separated or whatever try to do that. They say things like, your father's a deadbeat or blah, 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 that son of a bitch.
Yeah, I mean, whenever his name comes up, there's always some disparaging comment.
Did he ever throw a plate of spaghetti against the wall?
No.
Oh, damn. That's a good one.
Does he have a new wife?
No.
New girl?
He's had some new girls, and he's just picked up a new one.
Those are always, I miss that.
Miss what?
Such a treat.
What do you
when
miss?
my dad would just bring his new whores after he finally got the boot out of the house. Mm-hmm. They got some small little apartment somewhere, and he'd pick me up for the weekend. But the weekends were his time to get laid. So he'd have me, my brother, and my sister shoved in his small apartment, laying all over the living room floor, while he's like making noises from his bedroom. Oh, it was awful. Some hose bag would leave in the morning. Goodbye, Andy and Jonathan and Donna. It's Anthony, Joseph, and Dawn whore. Get out.
I never got the vocal parent thing.
No?
No, I never got that. I would go over my
ball gags.
No, I would go over I'd go over my friend's house, like a sleepover or whatever, and we're watching a movie or whatever, doing something, right?
Yeah.
And you would hear his parents just going at it upstairs. I'm like, don't they know, first of all, their kid's still up, and that the kid has a friend over?
That's pretty cool.
It was so creepy to me.
Yeah, well, what do your dad runs out and yells, "Hey, smell my fingers."
And why wouldn't your dad kind of like keep that I don't know, quiet?
I think he was trying, but you hear a couple of these. You can't help it.
You walk in, and she's behind him. He's got his face in the pillow. Oh, no, Dad.
Oh, Daddy.
Well, now we know why they're divorced.
You better move to California.
So mother.
Oh, mother, yes.
Get back to mother.
Now you're with mother, your girl. You're at a restaurant. You had a shot, a half a bottle of wine. Your mom likes the wine. You haven't gotten really along for 15 years because of the divorce thing. Where now up to what happened?
Yeah, I'm not sure how it came. These things, start.
Yeah.
But
usually with the shots and wine.
Yeah. But some, I think, comment about my dad came up, and then I might have defended him, and then that launched into the "I blame you for everything."
Oh, Jesus. It all came out.
Had you ever told her that or no?
I don't think I'd ever articulated it like that. So this could be a breakthrough.
Blunt. Yeah, that sounds like a breakthrough. And how is your chick? Was she just like mortified?
Oh, she hates it.
What an embarrassing kind of a tense situation to be in.
Yeah, I mean, we've been on and off for 5 years, so she's well versed in these sort of things.
And mother, the whole mother thing, yeah.
And mother's like, I don't want to get into this in front of your girl. And I was like, well, she's seen it all, so don't worry about it. And then it came into like the whole accountability for the divorce thing. She didn't take she didn't take as much responsibility. She said 50-50. And I said, I don't agree with that ratio.
Oh, my God.
Wow. Just drinking and yelling at each other. That's great.
Do you blame your dad for any of it? Are you my parents aren't divorced, so I'm not saying I get it. Are you unreasonably siding with your dad because you love your dad more, because you relate to him more?
No, I mean, I was a mama's boy till like 14 or 15.
Okay. Well, can you tell us why you blame mother, or is that too personal?
She would just put him down all the time.
Okay.
That's a big thing, You can't just sit there and take that crap.
You don't want to watch your father emasculated.
Yeah,
who the hell wants to see that?
For what? Put him down for what? Like just for not making enough money, or
no?
Being with other women and
beating me,
black eyes, the makeup that she had to wear. She would always yell at father. He promised an uppercut, gave a left hook.
His weight was a big one.
Oh, really?
He was a heavy guy.
Yeah.
Really? You're so slender.
Explain the sociopath that we are talking about.
Yes,
who's
true.
a fitness guru.
No kidding.
So what happened? She would call him fat and stuff and really humiliate him.
Yeah, and like give him crap for never being around.
Did he?
He was kind of. It was one of those this is peak listenership too. I'm looking at the clock.
That is a good one.
It was sort of a self-fulfilling thing. She gave him crap for not being around, and since he hated being around, he just worked more.
Yeah, then you don't come home.
Did mother ever make fun of his manhood?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Oh, mother.
God, mother.
Well, did she?
It wouldn't be like a whole diatribe, but there'd be little snipings. Yeah.
Snipings.
About, let's say this. Would it
Louise.
be about what he was born with, or would it be about how he used it, or how often he used it?
All of those things.
Okay.
Wow, that's emasculating.
Yeah.
She wasn't just being aggressive. She was really hitting below the belt.
She was angry about something.
Yeah. You don't think he was out with other women?
I really don't think so.
You think she resented just the life she'd kind of ended up in?
Yeah.
Maybe that was it.
Yeah. He had all the power because he made the money.
Yeah. And she ended up kind of having to be the mom. And did she have dreams and aspirations as a kid or as a younger person?
I mean, she got an MBA.
Oh yeah, she basketball.
The business one.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Career-oriented woman when they met?
No, I mean it was like the '60s, so I mean like it was the status quo with her to be the child bearer and raise her.
Yeah.
Okay, so what?
Because I'd put if I had the percentage thing is interesting. If I had to put percentage on my parents, the reason they got divorced, I would probably put 75 on my father, 25 on my mother. Yeah. Because, like, my father, not a good husband or father.
What was wrong with your dad?
Respect.
Your mom is hot.
But Mom...
Sorry.
I think Mom was married too young with the kids and saddled with 3 kids when she wanted to be, in her 20s having a good time.
3 kids by the age of what?
Probably 23, 24, something like that.
Already 3 kids.
Yeah, already 3 kids.
And one of them was already, what, 5 or 6? She had Joe early, right?
Yeah. So she's, kind of pissed off that she's can't have fun. She's a kid herself, and she gets knocked up and put in this situation. And then Dad is out doing whatever the hell he wants to do. So she gets pissed at him, and then of course, they have to take it out on each other in front of the kids, which is just a lovely thing. It just made me a well-adjusted person.
Yeah. And that's another thing that came up at dinner was that I was mad at her for exposing me to that.
Yeah.
Because in my
stupid parents, they really are just stupid.
I also got a little annoyed when she's like, "Well, your brother and sister got over it. What's your problem?" So being called a whiny bitch by your mom is always nice.
Wow, she's got game, man.
She's got game.
She really does.
He's giving her props.
She does have game.
You like Mother.
Well,
do you think Mother?
I respect the mother with game. Trust me.
Do you think Mother did any philandering?
I don't think so.
Okay.
All right. So why the sociopath comment? Are we up to that point?
Yeah.
Because we got to take a break here.
Yeah, and that actually wasn't the proverbial straw. Because she wasn't taking responsibility for her actions, I was calling her a sociopath. She was not, she was disconnected from herself in terms of what she did in the marriage is why I went for the old sociopath route.
And what happened?
That wasn't actually it. And then we argued a little more, and she said, "Well, why are you up here?" And I said something along the lines of, "Because, you have the house."
Oh my God, you're nuts!
Oh, this is great.
Look, this is just the tip of the iceberg. We're gonna go back to the fan when we have a little more time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're nuts.
Well,
why
that's
would
what
you
Mother
say
says.
that?
his siblings got over it.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Hey,
what a nasty thing to throw out at you.
But he has game
over it.
too, man.
Yeah.
So-
No, definitely. I'm here for the house.
And then she said something, and who knows exactly what, but my uppercut verbally was, "Look, I don't like you."
Oh no!
Where were you staying? Because Nantucket's not an easy place to get to.
Her house, in the.
Okay, so it got really nasty.
And when I said I don't like you, she stood up. She said, "I hope you have some way of paying for dinner," and which is the last straw, trying to have some sort of influence on it, and left.
How much was dinner?
$400.
Oh,
$400.
Let it be known to the radio audience, Stan doesn't make the kind of money that he could easily pay for a $400
No, I'll be
dinner, man.
floating that one on Visa
For a while.
You had a credit card, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
It beats it. How much
I didn't have to
therapy-
wash dishes for dinner, at least,
Yeah.
but it's going to be there for a while.
How much therapy would it have taken to get to that point where you could say that? You got it out. You kind of had to get it out.
Oh, I'm throwing money at that cause, too, so.
Than is nuts, by the way. People don't know Than is a kook. That's why Than is a very interesting guy because he's very
I think a lot of people
quiet.
around here are scared of Than.
Oh, he's not.
Because we know what he could do.
There
He's dangerous. He's
is
just
not
nuts.
one person that works around us or anything that isn't crazy.
Has something going on.
That isn't a kook.
Yeah. I used to be worried I was going to be too square for the show, and then I realized.
Oh,
Please.
yeah, right.
I've seen little bits come out after a couple. We sit there, loosen up after a couple of drinks, and you hear Thanos say something, and go like, "Oh, Jesus. Okay. He's got some potential."
Well, where did you sleep?
Well, me and my girlfriend thought the best plan of action, because we were also without a ride at that point,
Oh, no.
was to just throw a whole bunch back, take a cab back late night when she probably was
Passed
asleep.
out, maybe asleep. Or...
Yeah, there was less wine in the bottle that we started before dinner.
Did you see your mom the next day then?
No, she left, and she went to go do an errand. I was like, well, let's get while the getting's good. And we weren't supposed to leave for another day or two, so we just split early.
Have you talked to her
Hightailed
since?
it out.
Oh, no.
So that's it for a
That's
while.
it. Oh, yeah. Hopefully Thanksgiving.
Wow.
You think, but you will see her again.
Yeah, I'm going to treat her like a parolee now. Only supervised visits. So I need, I need like my sister or my brother. There with the
ones
kids.
that have gotten over it.
Yes, and their kids. Yeah,
That's great.
What do you want? Okay, one more question. Before What do you want from her? Like, what could she do that would make you go, all right, things are kind of...
to take a large chunk of responsibility for the divorce.
And really mean it, not just say it.
Yeah.
That's never happening.
It's a rough one.
Yeah. All right, we got to take a break.
Nathaniel was at dinner with his mother and his girlfriend, and they have a very strained relationship. And he called his mother a sociopath.
Yeah. Really?
You made it sound like his mother and girlfriend, like one person, dude. That's really...
I would have said slash.
Oh, okay.
Mother slash girlfriend.
Yeah, they got into a very uncomfortable situation.
Well, there's more to it. Than comes from divorced parents, and he blames his mom on the divorce. He likes daddy much more than mommy.
Mother.
Yeah,
Mother.
Yeah, it's creepy because he calls her mother.
If you're calling your mom mother,
yeah,
there's a problem.
There's some
issues.
sort of killing in your future.
That's you're definitely gonna have the knife and the wig and
So
have a girl in the
last
shower.
we left you, Than went to dinner, yes, with his mother and his girlfriend, and they got into it a little bit, and they were talking about the divorce, and you were blaming mother on the divorce.
Yes.
And your mother walked out because you called her a sociopath?
I called her a sociopath, and then I said I didn't like her.
Yeah. So she walked out and said, I hope you have money to pay for this dinner. And he was in Nantucket, and they were at a nice restaurant. And, Than doesn't do that well with the show, so he was left with a pretty good bill.
It just showed up. It's $4.40.
Oh,
$40.
Wow.
damn!
Wouldn't have signed on for that second bottle of wine.
Was that 3 people?
Yeah.
What drunks?
Yup.
Really? That's what I'm
Appetizers
thinking.
and booze.
These are pretty upscale problems, huh? I was dining with mother in Nantucket. When dining with mother in Nantucket, one ought to keep one's card handy.
He is using the proper name for mommy, because it is Nantucket.
Yup.
I'm sure they all call their mothers mother.
Mother.
And you hadn't talked to her since.
No.
And you got an update on this?
Yes, I still haven't. This is all via my sister, as all healthy discussions should happen between a third party. She says, she reminded me of the most hurtful thing. The thing I hurt her with most was at this dinner. I said, with a smile, apparently, I didn't realize I was smiling through this whole discussion, was, I only pretend to like you so I could stay up here.
Oh,
You said that to her?
Yeah.
Because Nantucket is a nice place to visit.
Yeah.
I only pretend to like you.
Because I knew the break was coming up. We had the vacation. I was like, I could spend X amount of dollars to go to another place, or just there's the psychological cost, the non-monetary cost of having to hang out with mother.
And it probably would have been better in hindsight just spending some cash.
Yeah, I should have
which
gone
you
to
did
Europe.
anyway. Yeah, and wow, $440 now.
Yeah.
And where does it stand now with you and mother?
Well, she says that she will never speak to me again until I apologize.
And you probably won't be apologizing.
Yeah, that sounds like a freebie for me.
We have what we call a stalemate.
That sounds like a pretty stable relationship that comes down to that. A lifetime of memories.
Yeah,
Unless you apologize over the check, it's all over.
Do you have any desire to have a relationship with her?
No.
So you could care less that she said that?
Well, I have to. I think like family functions, we're going to have to figure something out. it'll just be weird.
It'll ruin it for everyone in the family because all they'll be thinking of is like, how uncomfortable is this that the mother and son there aren't talking, looking at each other. I have to talk to the mother, and then I got to talk to the son, and I can't like cross over conversations.
It's like Connie in Godfather 2. Like Fredo wanted to talk to Michael, but he couldn't, so he had to talk to Connie. So, yes, isn't it weird? Like your mother, she like let you stay in her place here, right? Like you were living with her in New York recently.
Yeah.
And she would let you stay at her place, and then so she always okay to you. You just hate her because of the way she reacted to your father.
I have a feeling he was okay with her because she has a lot of money and, and a really nice apartment in New York and a nice place in Nantucket. So he tolerates her.
But how about her with you? I'm saying, like, because her obligation to you as far as being a young man is over.
Yes.
So she allowed you to stay at her place, and then she allows you to come up and stay there with her, and she takes you out to dinner.
It's always like a barter, though. It's like it's everything's a transaction. So, like the second I moved in there, the clock was ticking, and the favors I would have to repay her with started to
like what?
She hasn't collected yet because I've been kind of a jerk, but it wasn't like, oh yeah, you could stay and there's no problem. It was just she couldn't stop reminding me that I was staying in her place. I mean, it's still cool that she let me stay there without having to pay rent. But
how long?
4 or 5 months. But it wasn't. But it's not like this motherly gesture of goodwill.
It's like saving up some points so she could hit you with them later.
So then I will have to do something for her later.
Yeah.
And this apartment, she doesn't even stay there. She
just time when may never come.
She uses it when she comes to New York every once in a while. So any other normal relationship, your mother would just go, I got an apartment in New York. You save some money.
Stay there.
Yeah, she wasn't being put out at all.
At all. Like what? She comes down a couple times a year.
If that. It used to
if that. So this apartment's just sitting there. Than is struggling in New York. He's making ends meet, but it would be nice if he could live for free and bank that money he would use on rent.
Yeah.
But with his own mother, it has to be, I'll do this for you, but you... What do you have to do for her in return?
I'll destroy you at dinner, and you have to walk out.
Yeah.
I feel like Robin Leach should be hosting this show.
Yeah, I know.
Big different tone.
Lifestyles are the liquored up and dysfunctional.
Yeah. Dave in Massachusetts, the most hurtful thing that Than said is that mother took them to a place where the seared tuna was slightly overcooked.
Yeah.
That's awful.
I'm not earning a lot of relatability points with this.
No, this isn't...
So what would you have to do for her just because she allowed you to stay in her place for free for 4 or 5 months?
I just well...
Eat her box?
Jesus.
Oh.
Now it turns.
Not even...
got to hear that.
It's not even funny.
Well, it's going to sound very selfish.
Yeah.
But just stuff that I guess people would normally want to do for their parents.
Like what?
Yeah.
Like,
would she require a hug, Fan?
Yes. She demanded... I'm drawing a blank. Just inconveniencing me.
Like what?
The only example I can come up with is very selfish sounding, like she wanted to be driven to and from her knee surgery.
Holy Jesus. She puts you up for 3 months and wants a ride to her knee surgery.
What a demanding...
Dude, wow, you need a therapist. Jimmy called it a while ago with you.
So you...
Why is that a problem?
I can't get over how the mother could ask for so much. Did she expect you to help her up the steps with bandages on her knee? What a pig.
Why is that a problem? Let's get into this.
Because he broke her knee in the first place.
She slipped going to fetch him something.
Yeah.
So wait.
I knew that. I mean, I knew this example wasn't going to be.
Are you an only child? No, you're not an only child. You have brothers and sisters. You're the
youngest of 3.
Wait, you didn't answer the question though. Why is that a problem?
I don't know. Like that was. I felt normal. It's just the.
It was the way she told you, or
were you coddled growing up?
More or less, yeah.
So you're kind of spoiled a little growing up.
A little bit.
Private schools?
Yes.
Oy.
So you kind of...
Wow.
I'm wondering if there's any entitlement here on Than's part. I'm not saying that your mother's not...
We've lost every black listener we've had that we've gained over the past few months.
Why?
They don't get this.
Well, the parents are divorced. That'll kind of bring them. Wait a minute. So you're kind of coddled and a little spoiled growing up. So part of it might be your mom, and part of it might be like you're a little bit of entitlement.
You're bothered because you...
Dan's not going to blame himself.
No, I'm not saying it's totally his fault. I'm not saying he's wrong about his mom either.
I'm saying it is, but he won't ever blame himself.
Well, especially as your mom's getting older, this is the time to start driving her to doctors and things. You want to keep yourself locked in that will.
Yeah.
You're really playing this game.
Yeah. She's somebody you really want to lock in.
Well, she's not the real cash cow in the family.
Oh, father is.
Oh,
Father is.
She's
okay.
a beneficiary of.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it.
So Than kind of sided on the right side. All right.
What kind of money? What kind of money's he got? What not specific numbers?
The look on the face.
I'm starting to think...
the kind of thing nobody
would ever ask you.
How much? Like how much?
The only reason he likes Father is because Father has the cash.
No, see, that's not it. He's nicer.
Yeah.
I'm trying to divorce myself from the concept that I need to be nice to her just because she's my mom. Like, I'm not a big fan of her. Like,
You don't think she's a good person.
Yeah, I don't want to hang out with her.
Where's your dad?
She carried you in her womb, that she's entitled to your love for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's your father live?
Connecticut.
Of course.
So couldn't he help you out with the rent?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you can just ignore her.
Ignore
Try
her.
therapy. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, you do good.
I'm doing that, too.
Good, helps.
Oh, you are?
That's what this is right here.
Yeah, it was like,
I consider this.
Norton, I never heard you sound so sweet before. Yeah, that's good. That really helps.
Well, it's kind of, it's just...
It's the new gym.
Yes.
It's the Jim that goes to therapy, Jim, and then tries to let this little knowledge trickle down to all of us. Because I started bringing up some stuff from my childhood, and Jimmy had it all figured out.
That was right.
Just from a couple of therapy sessions, he figured out that I was the child of an alcoholic father, so that gives me these. That's why I'm paranoid, and I have guns, and I always think people are going to invade my home, and that's why I have
you need to
weaponry.
fix everything. You need to be in control of your whole situation.
Right.
You never know when Daddy might get drunk and give you a good smack.
That was it. Pretty much. It has nothing to do with watching the news and seeing home invasions in my town shoot up 10,000% that I wanted to buy a shotgun.
Well, that's part. Of course it is. But I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the obvious. It's like we hey, look, we all are products. I don't know why I do. Why do I relate on the floor with bags under me? I don't know. There's like little psychological reasons. You saw your father behave violently, so you're afraid of violence. It's not. You don't have to be a psychologist to see that.
He's bringing it to the show. He says, I have an anger issue. It's like, come on.
Yeah. He's now our therapist.
Right.
Jimmy will sit us each down, and Than is now sitting on the couch.
Yes,
quite literally. Yeah. Just lay back there, and Dr. Jimmy is in.
Look,
I don't want you to go to therapy. Because I think you could give us some really good radio, man. I don't want you fixed.
Don't worry, that won't help.
No?
No.
well, because she's not going, so I still have to absorb all that.
Do you think, that's kind of a morbid question, but it does happen, do you think if she passes on that you will have any feelings of guilt and feelings that you didn't resolve things? Because that always happens with people. No matter how angry they are at a family member and they don't talk to them and stuff, the second they drop dead, it's all this regret and I should have done this and blah, blah, blah.
Zero.
Wow.
So when did you start...
Zero.
When did you start hating Mother?
That's a good question.
When did you lose the love for Mother? You say because you blame her on the divorce, but it sounds like maybe before that.
No, it's like I needed perspective on the situation and realized that it's not normal to like have every dinner end in screaming, and
Yeah, well, I kind of remember that.
Well, I mean, if you're Italian, it is.
Yeah,
exactly. Oh God, I've told that one before. I vividly remember a plate of spaghetti hitting the wall and just running down the wall, and that is a memory I have as a child.
And you think if you save poor Catherine, there'll be no more spaghetti hitting the wall?
Is that spaghetti still hitting the wall, Anthony?
We got Jim in Boston. He can relate to Than. What's up, Jim?
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Listen, my mother, same way. Call me up and just bother me. And call me all hours of the day. I'm an only child. She would just ask me to do ridiculous things for her.
Like what?
She asked me to take her for surgery one day.
What is the problem with that? If Mother needs surgery, I think you should give her a lift. Call an ambulance, bitch.
Huh?
You there?
Yeah, we're listening. Go ahead.
So she asked me to take her for surgery one day, and you know, it was like 11 o'clock in the morning, and then I had to wait, and then I had to go back and pick her up. I mean, it was just, you know, and then she wanted me to stay with her and take her to the pharmacy and everything. It was just a pain, and, you know, I couldn't do it.
Well, this cancer, you know, getting tumors removed doesn't always happen that easily.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it takes time.
I sense some sarcasm here. They're making fun of you. Jim, you making fun of Than?
No, not at all.
You really believe this?
Not at all. I'm telling you. My mother called me up the other night and started a fight with me over my son's birthday party.
What was the fight about?
Well, it wasn't even a birthday party. We're having a birthday party for him on Sunday, and his birthday was on last Wednesday, and we had like a little cake because he's 5 years old. And then he told her we're having cake, and then she hung up on him, and then she called me back on my cell phone and started screaming at me, saying that I should have, I should have told her that she was coming. She lives 30 miles away.
Oh, okay. Didn't invite her.
She won't. Yeah, we didn't. Oh,
Didn't invite her for the cake.
If we would have invited her, she wouldn't have come. It doesn't matter.
Then you should have gotten out of the way and invited her and just saved yourself the aggravation, you dope. What's the matter with you?
I already did. You know what? I've done it in the past, and it doesn't help.
All right, so there's no solution.
Nothing
You just
you can
whatever.
do for a woman like this.
All right.
All right, thank you, Jim.
Awesome.
My father lived. My father was living way up in the country in Connecticut, and he was he had cancer and had to go in for chemo. But they didn't know how many treatments it would take, and I had to drive to take him into chemo, which was like a 2.5-hour drive. So on the of course it's kind of sad. He's on the last one. We're taking him in. They're like, yeah, I don't know if you really probably shouldn't come in for any more treatment. And like a tiny part of me had this enormous relief. Like,
Oh,
good.
God.
So that'll be it then.
They pretty much said, yeah, this ain't working, and
you were relieved because
no more driving.
No more driving.
No more driving to try to keep my dying dad alive.
Oh, wow. Greg Giraldo, everyone. Hey, we got to take a break. Greg Giraldo is
Comedy Club, tonight through Sunday?
Yeah, tonight through Sunday. And just a little taste. He killed on the Flavor Flav roast. Here's Greg Giraldo as we go to break. It's Opie and Anthony.
All right, well, that sucked. To hear the Opie and Anthony Show 5 days a week live on satellite radio, online on your phone or tablet, or even on demand, go to SiriusXM.com. Also, interact with the Opie and Anthony Show on Twitter, at Opie Radio, at Anthony Cumia, and at Jim Norton.
And I gave it to her, and she's crying, and I'm like, what?
Wow, this is great.
Accident. I was a teenage idiot. I just didn't see.
Stepmother.
Stepmother. All right, I know.
Funny gag, though.
I got the mother part.
The foreign,
Here you go, Step.
the foreign language cards are the best.
Yeah, those are good, too.
I call my mom birth giver. That's what I call her.
All right, so who called their mom a sociopath? Step up to
We
the
don't
mic.
have the rest of the crew in here. Do we need anybody else?
Oh, is it?
Because it's radio. They don't know. Out there in Radio Land, they just think everyone's in
here.
the studio and someone's going to walk up to the
gathered
mic.
around.
And then we act surprised when we see that it's Than. He's the only one in the room, so of course it has to be Than.
Than?
What happened, Than?
Well, me and my lovely girlfriend were visiting my mom in Nantucket, which is a beautiful locale.
Ooh, I heard a rhyme about that place once. Forgot how it went. Say anything bad about my mommy.
It's creepy that you call your mother mommy.
I love my mommy.
Do you realize how old you are?
Yes.
You're supposed to stop calling your mom mommy at, I don't know. I'll give you till like 13.
13.
Yeah, I'll give it 13. That's the cutoff. You're well into your whatever you are. We don't even know anymore. You're like a vampire.
I get
you
her.
shouldn't be calling your mother mommy anymore. It's creepy.
When I get her cards for her birthday, I get her cards that are meant for a mother from her 5-year-old son. And I write mommy backwards. And I give it to my mommy, and she laughs.
You sign it with a
You
crayon.
want to make your mommy laugh.
No, I don't.
And my brother and sister, I go to the ebony section.
I've done that before.
I go to the ebony section.
I got my mother one time accidentally a stepmother card.
Jesus!
I didn't see it. And she was going through menopause at the time. She was just an enchantress.
Today. That thing is huge.
I wish I could have taken a picture of it when it actually happened because it was so much worse.
Oh, I bet.
I think you broke a knuckle or something.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, it really.
The middle one is still
dude,
pretty swollen.
It really hurts.
We're so stupid as human beings to hit things that we know don't give. Light poles, brick walls. But you hit them.
In college, I used to punch brick walls all the time.
You get mad.
All
you go,
the time.
Bam! You hit a brick wall.
You
It's
wake
like,
up one day and
why?
realize, that really hurts. I'm not
What am
doing
I
that
doing?
anymore. It doesn't move.
Also, Travis, of course. Travis and his lovely new bride went to Disney and got a bunch of pictures taken with a bunch of the characters. And we've seen them all, and they're hilarious.
Yeah.
My favorite is the one with them. Travis and Lisa have their hands together.
Yes.
And Tinkerbell.
Yeah, you take the picture, and then they tell you to come to a certain area and pick up the picture. So when they took the picture, they must have told them to put their hands out, but put them together.
Answering.
All right, we're going to answer some questions.
What's this thing all about again?
Immediately. Well, the man says immediately. Well, we were on vacation last week. We all went our separate ways and did our separate things and had a lot of fun. And things happen when you're on vacation, so we all wrote down like one little highlight and pulled them out of the proverbial hat and then tried to guess whose little secret was written on the paper. And one of the highlights, I think, was Danny's.
Punching a light post?
Yeah, Danny ended up in Texas on his vacation. In Austin, Texas. And he struck out trying to pick up chicks.
Struck out trying to pick up every chick in the bar.
Every chick in the bar until closing time. Went out and punched a light pole, and his hand is still all swollen from it.
It looks like a big blueberry muffin.
It's all puffy. You got big puffy hand because you were silly.
I think I ordered your hand at Starbucks.
And look down into your hands. And they did that. When they picked the picture up, what is in there but a cartoon Tinkerbell?
They had Tinkerbell in their
Tink.
That's adorable.
That's adorable.
I love.
And they wore the little veil, the Minnie Mouse veil ears, and the top hat Mickey ears as bride and groom.
Somebody should have, instead of Tinkerbell, put an IED in their hands and blown both of their arms off. Now that would have been a Disney photo.
That's not romantic or fun. It's the happiest place on earth,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
don't mess with the happiest place on earth, Jimmy. Let's get some more answers. So the next one is someone on vacation called their mother a sociopath, and she walked out of the restaurant.
Now, a lot of people have been speculating on this one. A lot of people have been speculating.
What are they saying? What are people saying?
Saying it was me. Mm-hmm. But everyone knows I didn't do that. I would never